सहनौ भुनक्तु
सहनौ भुनक्तु
सह वीर्यं करवावहै
करवावहै
तेजस्विना अधीतमस्तु
अधीतमस्तु
मा विद्विषावहै
विद्विषावहै।
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
Chant Om together like yesterday, 21 times. Take deep breath in. Mentally chant Om for another 7 times all by yourself. You can silently listen to all the sounds that you hear around. Try to take your attention to further sounds. Sounds coming from a farther distance. And also subtler sounds. Slowly bring your attention to the natural breathing, keeping your attention focused at the tip of your nostrils. Feel the touch of the breath. When it comes in and out of the nostrils. When you are ready, take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, you can gently open your eyes. Rub your palms and gently massage the face region. All of you are familiar with Anuloma Viloma Pranayama? No? Okay. It's alternate nostril breathing in yoga. How many of you know?
Only the adults.
Yeah. Okay, I will teach you.
Nadi Shodhana.
Yeah.
You know?
I know Nadi Shodhana.
Okay. So, those who have not done before, I will just explain how to do this. Before that, you know why we are doing this, to understand this technique. We naturally breathe through the nostrils, right? We breathe in, breathe out. But if you observe, one of your nostrils will be predominantly breathing, other will be partially closed. Can you check which nostril is partially closed now? Which is partially open, which is more open? You have to find out. How about you?
I think my left was close. Right was not open.
Right is more open.
My right is closed.
Right is closed? Okay.
Yeah,
Left.
right is closed.
Okay.
Right is closed.
Right is open.
Right is open. Right is closed.
Partially closed. Right.
Okay, right is open or closed?
Closed.
Closed. How about you?
It's open. Right, my right is open.
Right is open.
Right is open.
Right?
Right is open.
Also?
Yeah. Left closed. Right.
Okay. So if you are, you know, you have in science you have studied two sides of the brain, right?
Yeah.
The left and the right.
Yeah.
And do you know that in your left nothing is right, and in your right nothing is left?
What? Oh.
If your right nostril is more open, that means your left brain is more active at this point of time. If your left nostril is more open, that means your right brain is more open at this point of time. So what are the functions of your right and left brains? What is the left brain, Vaibhav?
The left brain is like the imaginative brain, part of the brain. Or is
Which
it
one, left or right?
the left?
No, it's the other way. Okay, you tell.
Is the right brain the one that takes in the sensory outputs and the left brain the one that processes them?
Okay, you tell.
So I think the right brain is the more creative and imaginative side, and then the left brain is the, what do you call it? More calculative. Yeah, that's the word.
Calculus.
Mm-hmm.
Calculus.
Okay, Kriti.
I think, I'm not sure.
Not sure? You know you have left and right,
Yeah.
right? And your left nothing is right.
Yeah, I know that. Oh!
Okay, Krish.
What?
Yeah. Right one is the imaginative and the left one is
Think about it.
for like solving math problems.
Yeah, logical, analytical, judgmental, calculative, all these are your left brain. And right brain is more creative, imaginative, intuitive, all those faculties, right?
Which brain takes in sensory inputs and processes them? You
Left,
get
right?
to the parts of the brain. It's not necessarily side of the brain.
Hemisphere.
Mhm.
Yes,
Okay.
I have a brain.
So I just wanted to show you, explain the connection with your breathing, with your nostrils. You already learned like the left governs the right side of the body and the right governs the left side of the body. Right?
Oh,
So why one nostril is partially blocked and one is more open? Because the energy flow within our body can be lopsided. Okay, if we have a reservoir of energy at the base of the spine. Okay, the Kundalini is called the Muladhara chakra, the base chakra, which has a battery. We need to charge it regularly. Okay, and how do you charge it?
A charger.
eating.
Sleeping.
Eating, sleeping. When you connect with the five elements, earth, water, fire, air, and ether, you are charged.
How do you connect?
You are already connected. You just need to enhance that.
Does
It's
that mean
wireless.
there's fire inside of my body?
Yes. Yeah, right. See, our body is made up of all these five elements also, because we are also part of this nature, right? We have the earth part, which is the solid part. We have the water element inside the body. We have the fire element. Where is the fire element? The temperature of the body. And at the belly, there is something called Jadadatli, which is the hunger. You feel the hunger, right? If you don't eat for some time, you will feel the hunger. That is
I
a
thought
fire.
the fire was your heart because of passion or something.
That's also one form of fire. If you get angry, that's another form of fire, right? So earth, water, fire, air is there. Like we are breathing, the lungs, right? So air element is there. Ether is the energy, the aura. So all these five
What
elements
is
are.
ether?
Ether is the energy, the prana.
Is ether
Yes.
an element?
Yeah, ether is one of the five elements. According to the yogic science, Panchabhutas, right?
Are there like 5 temples of Lord Shiva, like somewhere, and each of them is dedicated
Yeah, you
to
can say that's all your imaginative and intuitive part of the mind
I
telling,
thought
right?
there was 5 temples of Lord Shiva,
Mhm.
that each of them was dedicated to a specific element
That's
somewhere in India.
Yeah.
Also, isn't there a space element in your body? Like
Yeah.
isn't it
That's
wind?
the ether one.
And also one more thing, each of these five elements contain the other 4 elements. Okay, it is called quintuplication. In Sanskritam you call it
That makes it
Panchapanchikaranam.
infinite because the fire contains water, which contains fire, which contains water, which contains fire.
But in very small percentage. Predominantly it is the whichever element it is. So these 5 elements from gross to subtle, also from the lower portion of the body, as you move upwards you can see earth, water, fire, air, ether, right? The 5 elements are
What
connected.
I don't get it. What is ether? Is it the same as the space element?
Space.
Yeah.
Space again.
Same as space element. Okay, let's come back to the Anuloma Viloma Pranayama. Just a little bit of understanding about how it works. When you do the Anuloma Viloma Pranayama, you use this mudra. Your right thumb to open and close your right nostril, and your pinky finger to open and close your left nostril. And we start this pranayama with an inhalation through the left nostril. And once you inhale through the left, you breathe out through the right. You have to breathe out through the opposite nostril. Then you breathe in through the right. You always inhale through the same nostril as you exhaled.
It is like Nadi Shodhana but with a different mudra.
Correct. These 3 fingers will indicate the 3 nadis, Sushumna, Ida and Pingala. So, Ida and Pingala are the heat and cold aspects, okay? Sushumna is the central nadi. Like I said yesterday about the chakras and these are not visible
But what are Nadis?
physically. They are energy tubes, energy channels through the body, which are not normally visible for the naked eyes.
Is there one on top of your head?
Mhm. Yeah, we are continuously receiving the energy from the crown, the chakra, which is situated on the top of the head, So we are also a channel of that energy. That's how you are charged. Right? When you do meditation, researchers have found that you will increase your energy. Your aura becomes bigger. You get more energy. Yeah, I can keep it with you.
In the box.
So then can you create
Okay,
a
yeah.
human battery with your parents?
Okay, we are going to practice Anuloma Viloma Pranayama for a few minutes now. Really, Samantha and Meghna. I think I'm going to change your place. Kriti, you can go there and Samantha come here. Yeah. You come sit here. I want you to really focus. Okay? You have to follow everything and not what I am talking, but the practices. Okay. So first we will do one thing. Just simply close your right nostril like this. Okay. Then you breathe in and lift your left hand up. Close your left nostril and breathe out through the right nostril. Bring your right hand down. Then breathe in through the right. Full breath in, close the right nostril. Breathe out through the left. Bring your left hand down. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. Okay, you can stop now. We will finish the pranayama with an exhalation through the left nostril. You also started by inhaling through the left nostril. You also finish with exhaling through the left nostril. Okay, now we will use the mudra like this. With your right hand thumb, you will be closing the right nostril. You have a question?
How does this help with the body?
Yeah. We are coming to that, okay?
Okay.
I'll talk about that.
I cannot breathe.
What did you say, Samantha?
I cannot breathe like a
Ah, yeah. So, Sudarshan also has a nostril block. So, what you have to do is, when you are breathing, suppose my right nostril is partially blocked now. When I am breathing, you observe, you don't have to do anything, just watch, okay? I have taken a full breath through the right nostril and I am exhaling through the left. So I am taking slow, long, deep breath. So you don't have, if you take fast, it will sound like that. That sound need not come. Even the person sitting next to you should not know that you are breathing. Very smoothly, very gently, if you breathe, you can still breathe, even though you have a partial nostril block. So remember that, okay? Do it slowly. Take full breath. You have to be fully focused when you are doing this. You have to keep your eyes closed and only focus on the breathing while you are doing. Make sure you don't make the sound of breathing like that.
Is the mudra different than Nadi Shodhana? Like,
It can be. There are different mudras used. We are going to use this mudra. These three fingers representing the three nadis. You keep them straight. You don't touch your forehead. Just keep them straight in front of you. Okay? Just for a few minutes until I ask you to stop. You can continue to breathe. Starting with an inhalation through the left nostril. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. Okay. Sit straight. Keep your back straight. Head straight. Head up. Okay. Use the mudra. Close your eyes and begin to breathe through the left nostril. Slow, long, deep breath. There is no rush. Meghna, don't touch the forehead. Keep the head straight. Yeah, be focused and do. And observe what are the changes happening within your body and mind. Before I tell you, you will be able to answer my question. You can finish the pranayama with your next exhalation through the left nostril. Just continue to sit with the eyes closed for a few more seconds. And slowly open your eyes.
Both my nostrils feel like not locked at all.
That is the whole purpose of doing
And
this.
my arm hurts.
My nostril doesn't feel blocked, but it feels like it's been pressed against, like that.
Oh. Good observation, Vibhu.
Blocked.
Yeah, so you already have the allergic cold, right? It's fine. So, when you practice the Anuloma Viloma Pranayama, it opens up both the nostrils. Okay, that is the whole purpose. When both the nostrils are open, see, usually the three nadis, the middle one which is Sushumna, on the left and right you have the Ida and Pingala which is heat and cold. They are in helix shape like this.
Like the DNA.
Yes, like the DNA structure. So,
Nadis
In
are
it-
helix.
what?
Wait, where are the nadis? Left, right, and then.
Yeah, the Sushumna Nadi is corresponding to the spinal cord, straight in the middle in the central Nadi, and on left hand side is the Ida and Pingala. Energy predominantly passes through one of the channels. That is why one of the nostrils is, partially open, partially blocked, other one is more open. Okay, I'll give you opportunity to ask questions, so let me finish this, okay, otherwise I will forget. Yeah, then we will deviate and go to some other subject, that's why. When you go to sleep in the night, have you observed we turn, sometimes we sleep on the left side, sometimes to the right side, right? The body automatically does this. This is to balance the breathing. So in yoga, there is a technique. This is one of the methods. The Anuloma Viloma Pranayama helps to balance the breath. Say for example, for me it's kind of equal, but I take, for example, sake, I'm telling my right nostril is partially blocked now. If I want to open that, I have to lie on my left hand side, which means the right nostril which is blocked is on the top. So the posture is like this. Support your head like this, okay, your right leg like this, and you can keep your right hand in front of the chest. Just lie down sometime like this, and you will see your nostril is opening. So if anybody's one nostril is partially blocked, keep it on the top side and lie down. Okay. And you observe your breathing. Lie down fully.
Like this?
Just wait. Close your eyes and feel the breath. What is happening to the breathing? So what happens during night? But the body unconsciously does this. Automatically does. It's not intentionally we are doing, but the body during the night when you are sleeping, the body is trying to harmonize the energies, balance the breathing, cleanse yourself, detoxify the body. A lot of things are happening during the sleep. So it takes a lot of time. The whole day you are working, and the whole night you are giving rest to the body so that it can do the things automatically. In yoga, some of the things we are able to do it consciously. When we do Shavasana for 15 minutes, it is equivalent to 3 hours of deep sleep. Yesterday we were doing the Shavasana, right? Lying down and observing part by part, each part of the body, feeling the sensations of the body. So when you are observing like that, you are taking your awareness to different parts of the body. The sensations of the body is the language of your unconscious mind. like in computer you have a language, right? In bytes, but when we have to read it, it translates into different languages. Same way, the body records everything in the language of sensations. I'm talking to you, the deeper level of your mind is recording everything in the language of. If you have to bring it out again, you have to decode it from there, from the sensations. So that's why the sensations of the body, we are giving importance during the Shavasana process. It's very important to observe the sensations of the body. There is some sensation or the other in every part of the body at every given point of time. But it keeps on changing, sometimes it will be gross sensation, sometimes subtle sensations. Doesn't matter, whatever naturally you feel. If you feel angry, the body becomes stiff. If you are relaxed, the body is relaxed, the mind is relaxed. There is a connection between the body and the mind. So there are a lot of things like this to understand about these things, but our focus these 2 days is more on the sound, the Nadayoga. They are all interconnected, that's why sometimes they all come up in between. So we did the Anuloma Viloma Pranayama. We are going to do the same chakra exercises that we did yesterday, so we can go over that one more time, stabilize in that practice. You can make it like a routine kind of, we can create a module, what you have to practice, how you have to practice later. To
The chakra exercises.
From the eyes, then the neck, then the shoulders, arms, like all those
Also
joints.
like the lying down, like the Shavasana.
Yes, until there.
Yeah.
Okay, you all can stand up wherever you are now.
I have a question about the pranayama. To balance, is it reducing one of the energies, or is it raising one of the energies to match the other?
Yeah.
So what energy is lower than the other? Is it raising the lower one, or is it lowering the higher one?
It's just, changing the path, right? So either it is going through the Ida or it's through the Pingala mostly. We are trying to bring it through the central nadi.
Yes. So
The route,
like,
we
is
are
it-
taking the highway. We are not going through the, frontage road.
So it is to the middle path it brings in. It is not like one.
It's not raising or
raising or
lowering.
lowering.
Balancing.
Balancing it. to the
Think
middle.
about it.
But by two balances, one of them is higher than the other.
No. There are two tubes, and there is
Yeah,
water flowing through.
one of them has more than the other.
So now you're taking some water from one place and taking it to
So
the
you're
other.
lowering it.
Oh, you're averaging it out.
Think about it
You're
later.
like balancing it.
But you're still lowering.
So at the base of the spine, there is a reservoir of energy, right? And there is a tube in the middle.
Oh, so
There
you're
are
not
two
creating
tubes.
more energy.
No, it's already there. We are not creating more energy or anything. How it traverses. Even now, without our conscious effort, the energy is traversing, through the nadis. But we are consciously applying some techniques to make it traverse through the central nadi. Imagine you are going from here to the south, and you just want to take the highway to reach faster. That's all. You are not raising or lowering anything, right? You're just going in a route which is faster. You have the same vehicle and same gas. In between you fill gas.
Does that mean it just-
energy? You think root, like he said.
Does that mean it just goes through the middle, and then
Yeah.
it doesn't go through the side tubes?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Where does the side tubes are useless?
No,
No, the side tubes are nostrils, right?
their nostrils are connected to the Ida and Pingala.
So, what is the Sushumna Nadi connected to?
It is corresponding to the spinal cord.
But what is it connected
It
to?
is connected to the whole body, your whole system. You are one. You are not
So-
separate. You are not Ida or Pingala or Sushumna. Right? So when you sharpen your mind, through all these techniques, through practices, you will be able to even observe the internal organs of your body. You can really see them in your mind. Okay? You are going to practice the chakra exercises.
Yeah, exactly. That helps to cleanse that organ directly.
Mm.
When you are able to visualize that organ, you can able to cleanse it.
Okay, keep your thumb inside the palm. Close the four fingers. Okay, this is a mudra called Adi Mudra. Like small babies, if you see them sleeping, they will be holding like this.
Why?
Right? Naturally, they do like that. Okay, well, your palms like this in front of the chest. Okay, if you can do, you can do whatever. Okay, yeah. You watch me do first. Okay, I'm going to lift my left leg and right leg like this. Forehead, temples, eyes, nose, mouth, chin, cheeks, and the ears. Gently shift your attention to the right shoulder. Aware of the sensations you experience at this moment over that area. Slowly move down the awareness to the right upper arm. Further down to the right elbow. Right lower arm. Wrist. Right palm and the fingers. Now bring the awareness to the left shoulder. Slowly moving down the attention to the left upper arm. Left elbow. Left lower arm. Wrist. Left palm and the fingers. Now become aware of the throat area. Feel the sensations you experience on the throat region at this moment. Slowly move down your entire attention to the chest region. The entire chest area. Feel the natural, normal sensations you experience on that part of the body at this moment. Slowly moving down the awareness to the entire stomach portion. Moving further down the awareness to the hips area and to the lower part of the body. Now shift your attention to the back portion of the body, starting from the neck. Slowly moving down to the upper back area. Down to the lower back. And till the buttocks. Now become aware of the right thigh. Slowly moving down to the right knee. Calf muscle. Ankle. Right foot and the toes. Now take your attention to the left thigh. Down to the left knee. Calf muscle. Ankle. Left foot and the toes. Now simultaneously become aware of all the parts of the body and the natural normal sensations you experience on the different parts of the body. Total attention focused within the framework of the body. Now bring back your attention to the natural breathing. Take a long, slow, deep breath and start to make small movements of your fingers. Very gently open your eyes. Turn to the right hand side and with the support of both the hands, get up and sit down. The Brahmari pranayama which we did yesterday, using the Shanmukhi Mudra. Close your earlobes, close the eyelids, nostrils partially. Bring fingers above the upper lip and the pinkies below the lower lip. The thumb slightly press against the earlobes. Do the humming sound. Take a deep breath in. When you are ready, you can gently open your eyes. So we are doing the humming sound with your earlobes closed. Try to listen to that sound. That's what you have to focus your mind on. And if your hands are hurting, if you need to support your the elbows, at home when you are practicing, you can use something to support. You can keep something here, maybe like a chair on either side, right? And just to support like that if you have that height, same height. Otherwise, I will show you another technique, posture which helps. Have you seen the 3 monkeys with closing
Yeah,
the ears?
yeah.
So we can sit like that. I'll show you. So keep your legs like this. You will sit leaning onto the wall, and then you can rest your elbows like this, and then listen to the right nostril. Just whatever sound you hear. So if you need the support of the wall, you can go towards the wall, and right now try that.
When you say listen through right ear, you don't block the right ear?
You block.
Oh, you block
Yeah.
both the ears?
Yeah.
How do you listen to only one ear?
Yeah.
No, your mind focused on that.
So you
That's
can
all.
hear through both ears, you just listen through one.
That is fine. Let it hear through both sides, but your mind, keep your attention on
On the
the
right side.
right side. Okay, you can try this just to learn the technique. You can go near the wall, lean onto the wall. This. It's hard to sit without the support, right?
Yeah, I'll try always.
Yeah. And start listening through the right side. Yes. Until I ask you to release the mudra, you can continue to meditate on the natural sound that you hear. You can release the mudra and then come back to your places. How many of you heard the Antarnaada? Okay, what did you hear it about? Humming sound? Okay.
It's like buzzing too.
Hmm?
Buzzing.
Buzzing sound?
I
Okay.
heard something opposite.
Good. And all of you can speak and share your experience of listening with your ears closed. You never listened with your ears closed, right? Have you tried sometimes?
But I have a question. Do we just press on our ears like this?
See you this earlobe, this one?
Yeah.
Outside of that you press.
Like this?
Yes. Yeah. So did you hear Bible?
Nothing.
That is not true.
Besides the outside sounds, yeah.
Outside sense, yeah. Did you press your earlobes?
Yeah.
Outside sounds will be there. You will still hear some louder noises. Apart from that, you need to keep observing. Okay.
I heard the AC like a little buzzing,
Mm.
and then I heard the cars pass by.
Okay. Kriti.
Yeah, I heard the AC too.
Okay. Meghna.
AC.
Krish.
Like the wind outside and then some buzzing noise.
Okay. Now we'll move on to the adults. Okay. You can tell.
I also heard like when you go in the car, like that
Okay.
same kind of a noise. But what I noticed is the breathing is interrupting the hearing. Every time I'm breathing,
Mhm.
the breathing sound.
So
is
there
so
is a
loud.
change in the sound. It doesn't matter, but the sound will keep on changing.
No, but the breathing sound is so loud that I'm not able to. I think I was
That
able
is
to
fine.
hear
You
something
can
like
listen.
that.
See, there is no choice like what you have to listen. If the breathing sound is loud and you are hearing that sound, that's what you have to meditate upon. Whatever sound naturally you hear, that's what you have to. How about you?
I think I heard the auto noises
Okay.
much more clearer actually.
Okay.
Does that
Because I
mean?
was trying to focus on the right ear.
Okay.
Does that mean if I hear a dog barking, I meditate on that?
That's the external sound. You don't need to pay attention to that, but it's okay to hear that.
Alright.
Okay. So,
I didn't hear any external sound.
okay.
But, mostly, like you were saying, it was like wind, steady wind blow.
Okay.
And one thing I noticed was initially I was breathing when I could hear breathing more, but felt like I was maybe breathing too fast. Once I
Mhm.
started to breathe slow, at least the breathing part was not there. But I didn't hear anything else other than it
Okay.
sounded like a noise.
Okay.
Noise or wind.
Okay.
Just
But
to
then
add
maybe
to
this-
what he's saying, like if you stop breathing,
Uh-huh.
hold your breath, then I can hear that white noise kind of a sound, like we have that white.
Right,
But only if I
right.
stop breathing.
Yeah.
If I start breathing, I can hear only the breathing sound.
How long,
not the
how
white
long
noise.
can you stop your
Then
breath?
you breathe and then it becomes even more louder, the breath, because you stopped. Then it becomes even
Yeah.
louder.
See, the body will adopt different things. It might, the breath will become subtler as the mind becomes sharper and sharper. The breath will become subtler and subtler. You will start hearing subtler and subtler sounds also. When it is there, mind is also fluctuating, right? Sometimes it is gross, sometimes it is subtle. So it's okay whatever sound you hear, it doesn't matter. You just focus on that without any judgment. Just simply listen to that. This is like a meditation. You are just focusing on one object. The mind needs some object to focus on, whether it be the breath or the mantra or anything. So here we have chosen the nada. And finally, when the nada disappears, the mind becomes so subtle, and finally when the nada disappears, and that is when the mind has nothing to hold on to, and it also has to disappear. So it will all happen naturally, automatically. We cannot force things to happen. Our job is just to meditate. Meditation is like a, Jiddu Krishnamurti says, like a breeze. If you keep the windows open, it might come in, or if it's not there, it won't come in. That's not in our hands. So, but we have to prepare ourselves. Our faculties should be ready to receive when it comes. Suresh?
Yeah, for me, like four to five different things. Okay, so when we started, after 1 minute, it started like tick, tick, tick sound. Maybe that senses started. So then after a few minutes, it's like heartbeat came to. I can hear that heartbeat in my right ear. So when you said right ear, so I completely left. I didn't hearing anything because my focus completely on the right side. And the third stage, anyway, the breeze sound continuously it is there. And in the fourth stage, I think when we are holding the stage for a long time, our body also like in a ship like wave kind of. So that's the fourth stage. So.
Okay. Krish, did you tell?
Yeah, sir.
Yeah, okay, now Mama.
So actually, when we were doing it here, I was very distracted with outside sound. Still, I was just listening to it.
Okay.
But yesterday, after the class was over, I was going for a walk, and I was trying to just listen to the sound. I could hear kind of the white noise that Indra was telling me about. That noise, I could just feel it.
Okay. So listen.
I hear this ringing. I don't know. No.
Yeah, there's
Mm,
not
mm.
many.
Once you start hearing the Antarnaada, the Antarnaada, it is always there with you. Okay? It was there before, but we never paid attention. Now that you started paying attention to that, it is like the breath from your birth till the death, it is going to be there with you, right? Same way, the Nada is also there. One of the Tyagaraja Kritis, Tyagaraja says, Nada Tanu Manisham Shankaram. Tanu means the body. So Shiva's body itself is Nada. Same way our body is also Nada. We are also part of the Shiva, right? So the sound will be always there. Every cell of our body is continuously vibrating, moving, right? It's not, that's why we are growing. You are not the same person as you came in, a couple of hours back. So many things have changed. So this change is happening in the body, in the mind, even if you want it or not. So these vibrations will create sound. They are all associated with sound. Basically, what we should understand is we have 5 sense organs, and these are the only ways for us to perceive the existence. So the faculty of eyes is meant to see. It is not meant to hear. Faculty of ears is meant to hear, then smell, then taste, then touch. These are the 5 ways we perceive the universe. So the ears perceive them as sound, eyes perceive them as light. You know the story of 5 blind people trying to feel the elephant?
Oh yeah. But at the end, like, no, for me it was actually 5 like mice trying to feel the elephant. They were like, it's a rope, it's a boat. But then like the last mice, the white one, it was like, no, all of these add up to an elephant.
Exactly. So that's what it's all about. There is one part called Nadayoga. You are listening through the ears because the ears are meant for listening, right? We are focusing on that. There is
What's
some-
the blind people story? What's the blind people?
5 blind people are trying to feel an elephant.
Okay.
Okay, so one person touches the tail. He says it's like a broom. One person touches the leg and he says the elephant is like a pillar. One person touches the ear of the elephant and he says the elephant is like we have a muram.
Binnu, what do we call it? English. Yeah.
Chata.
Like palm leaf?
Is it called Binnu? Or what do you call it?
Yeah, I think so, something like that. Yeah.
Palm leaf?
A winnower? What?
No.
It's like something that is.
No. From,
Like a
Filter.
sieve.
from the
Seed, like a
story
seed.
I read, it was like a palm leaf.
Seed.
From a
You
palm
can say a
leaf.
seed. Okay.
Yeah. A sieve.
But that is not the truth. All these people are seeing it differently from their perception, from their understanding. But the actual elephant is all this put together, right? So same thing happens
You need
here.
all your senses.
So it means basically whatever they are touching, they are just looking at that part. Because there's a blind people, they don't know it's an elephant initially. So they just went and touched all different parts. So they are just looking at that part and thinking about it. But the reality is it's a part of the total elephant.
We'll quickly go over the rest of the verses of Nadabindu Upanishad. There are a few more.
We're on 40.
We are on 40, yeah. We remember well. So you will have a better idea of these sounds. So it's very systematically it is described what is the sound that you will hear, second, third, fourth, each stage by stage, and what does that mean, everything you will understand from that. Then we will continue with more practice after taking a short break. Okay. Udasinastato bhutva
Udasinastato bhutva
Sadabhyasena samyami
Sadabhyasena samyami
Unmani karakam satyo
Unmanikarakam satyo
Nadameva vadharayet
Nadameva dadharayet
Sarvachintam samutsrijya
Sarvachintam samutsrijya
Sarvacheshta vivarjita
Sarvacheshta vivarjita
Nadamevanusandathyan
Nadamevanusandatya
Nade chittam viliyate
Nade chittam viliyate
Makarandam pipan bhringo
Makarandam pipanbhango
Makarandam pipan bhringo
Makarandam pipanbhango
Gandhannapekshate tatha
Gandhannapekshate tatha
Nadasaktam sada chittam
Nadasaktam sada chittam
Vishayam nahi kankshati
Vishayam nahi kamshati
Baddha sunada gandhena
Bhatthasunada gandhena
Satya samtyakta chapalaha
Satya samjakta chapalaha
Nadagrahanataschittam
Nadagrahanasaschittam
Antaranga bhujangama
Antaranga bhujangama
Vismritya vishwamekagraha
Vishmritya vishwamekagraha
Kutta कुत्रचिन्न हि धावति
कुत्रचिन्न हि धावति
मनोमत्तगजेन्द्रस्य
मनोमत्तगजेन्द्रस्य
विषयोद्यानचारिणः
विषयोद्यानचारिणः
नियामनसमर्थोऽयम्
नियामनसमर्थोऽयं
निनादो निशिताङ्कुशः
निनादो निशिताङ्कुशः
नादोऽन्तरङ्गसारङ्ग
नादोऽन्तरङ्गसारङ्ग
बन्धेन वागुरायते
बन्धेन वागुरायते
बन्धेन वागुरायते
बन्धेन वागुरायते
अन्तरङ्गसमुद्रस्य
अन्तरङ्गसमुद्रस्य
रोधे वेलायतेऽपि च
रोधे वेलायतेऽपि च
ब्रह्मप्रणवसंलग्न
ब्रह्म प्रणवसंलग्न
नादो ज्योतिर्मयात्मकः
नादो ज्योतिर्मयात्मकः
मनस्तत्र लयं याति
मनस्तत्र लयं याति
तद्विष्णो परमं पदम्
तद्विष्णो परमं पदम्
तावदाकाशसङ्कल्पो
तावदाकाशसङ्कल्पो
यावच्छब्दप्रवदते
यावच्छब्दं प्रवदते
निशब्दं तत्परं ब्रह्म
निःशब्दं तत्परं ब्रह्म
परमात्मा समीर्यते
परमात्मा समीर्यते
नादो यावन्मनस्तावन्
नादो यावन्मनस्तावन्
नादान्तेऽपि मनोन्मनी
नादान्तेऽपि मनोन्मनी
सशब्दश्चाक्षरे क्षीणे
सशब्दश्चाक्षरे श्रीनि
क्षीणे
क्षीणे
निशब्दं परमं पदम्
निःशब्दं परमं पदम्
सदा नादानुसन्धानात्
सदा नादानुसन्धानात्
संक्षीणा वासना भवेत्
संक्षीणा वासना भवेत्
निरञ्जने विलीयेते
निरञ्जने विलीयेते
मनोवायुन संशयः
मनोवायुन संशयः
नादकोटिसहस्राणि
नादकोटिसहस्राणि
बिन्दुकोटिशतानि च
बिन्दुकोटिशतानि च
सर्वतत्र लयं यान्ति
सर्वत्र लयं यान्ति
ब्रह्मप्रणवनादके
ब्रह्मप्रणवनादके
सर्वावस्था विनिर्मुक्तः
सर्वावस्था विनिर्मुक्तः
सर्वचिन्ता विवर्जितः
सर्वचिन्ता विवर्जितः
मृतवत्तिष्ठते योगी
मृतवत्तिष्ठते योगे
स मुक्तो नात्र संशयः
समुद्रो नात्र संशयः
स मुक्तो नात्र संशयः
समुक्तो नात्र संशयः
शङ्खदुन्दुभिनादं च
शङ्खदुन्दुभिनादं च
न शृणोति कदाचन
न शृणोति कदाचन
काष्ठवज्ञायते देह
काष्ठवज्ञायते देह
उन्मन्यावस्थया ध्रुवम्
उन्मन्यावस्थया ध्रुवम्
न जानाति स शीतोष्णम्
न जानाति स शीतोष्णम्
न दुःखं न सुखं तथा
न दुःखं न सुखं तथा
न मानं नावमानं च
न मानं नावमानं च
संत्यक्त्वा तु समाधिना
संत्यक्त्वा तु समाधिना
अवस्थात्रयमन्वेति
अवस्थात्रयमन्वेति
चित्तं योगिनः सदा
चित्तं योगिनः सदा
जाग्रनिद्राविनिर्मुक्तः
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 स्वरूपावस्थतामियात्
स्वरूपा
दृष्टिस्थिरायस्य विनाशदृश्यम् दृष्टिस्थिरायस्य विनाशदृश्यम् वायुस्थिरो यस्य विना प्रयत्नं चित्तं स्थिरं यस्य विनावलम्बं स ब्रह्मतारान्तर नादरूपः इत्युपनिषत् ॐ वाङ्मे मनसीति शान्तिः इति नादबिन्दु उपनिषत् समाप्ता So the promise is, too overwhelming. Drishti sthirayasya vinasadrishyam. Drishti, the sight. Without any comparison, it becomes sthiram, stable. Vayu sthiro yasya vina prayatnam. Vayu, our body has the vayu, the prana, which becomes sthiram, stable. Vina prayatnam, without any effort, just by simply listening to the nada. So this is basically the sonic therapy. Okay. Chittam sthiram yasya vinavalambam. Chittam, the mind becomes sthiram, stable and balanced without any support. The mind is very unstable. Usually that is the nature of the mind. We have never trained the mind to be stable, but without any external support, maybe if you listen to music you feel so calm, but again all the stress comes back. But it's not like that. Mind naturally becomes very stable. Sa Brahma Tarantara Nada Rupaha. So you identify one with the Nada Rupa. That is the Upanishad. So those who did not follow the Sanskrit, I will quickly read the meaning also. The yogin being in Siddhasana, that we saw yesterday, like the posture, about the posture, right? The yogin being in the Siddhasana posture and practicing the Vaishnavi Mudra should always hear the internal sound through the right ear. So that is one point we need to remember. I'll be sending you this also. I think I already sent this in the email. Okay, the Upanishad and the meaning. The sound which he thus practices makes him deaf to all external sounds. Having overcome all obstacles, he enters the Turiya state within 15 days. If you do the practice as instructed, it's not that long. Don't think it's like a moksha or we all know about or we read about those things, we hear about them, but we always keep in our mind as if it is something very far. It's right here and now. So just try this out, and this is the Upanishad which is promising, not me, not anyone else. So the Upanishad says the Satya. In the beginning of his practice, he hears many loud sounds. They gradually increase in pitch and are heard more and more subtly. At first, the sounds are like those proceeding from the ocean, clouds, kettle drum, cataracts. In the middle stage, those proceeding from Maddala, a musical instrument, bell and horn. The cricket sound, right? Sometimes you hear it like the cricket sound. So there are names for all these different sounds. At the last stage, those proceeding from tinkling bells, flute, veena and bass, thus he hears many such sounds more and more subtle. When he comes to that stage, when the sound of the great kettle drum is being heard, he should try to distinguish only sounds more and more subtle. He may change his concentration from the gross sound to the subtle, or from the subtle to the gross, but he should not allow his mind to be diverted from them towards others. So, see, gross sound you focus, Sometimes, like you were asking that question, right? Sometimes subtle sound, sometimes it will be gross, doesn't matter. But be with the sound, don't go with the traffic noise. Bring your attention back. Naturally, it won't go, it will be very interested in the inner sound. But in case some loud noise disturbs you, ignore. Just be with the Nada,
What is
Antarnaada.
kettle drum, sir?
Kettle drum, when you go to North Indian temples during the Nadayoga,
Amaru,
all those things, yes.
the Shiva.
Yeah. Right.
Then,
Yes. If you go to North Indian temples during the Deeparadhana time, Sandhya time, they play some musical instruments like drums. Nowadays it's all electric and automatic thing. Olden days they had the natural instruments, the drums. All these sounds are all the inner sounds.
the Udukaya, sir.
Okay. The mind having at first concentrated itself on any one sound fixes firmly to that and is absorbed in it. The mind becoming insensible to the external impressions, becomes one with the sound as milk with water, and then becomes rapidly absorbed in Chidakasha, the Akash where Chitta prevails. Being indifferent towards all objects, the yogin having controlled his passions should by continual practice concentrate his attention upon the sound which destroys the mind. Having abandoned all thoughts and being freed from all actions, he should always concentrate his attention on the sound, and then his chitta becomes absorbed in it. See, you fast for 1 day. What happens to you? What happens to the body?
Hungry.
You feel hungry. You
You
fast
get
for.
you get detox.
Okay. You fast for 2 weeks. What happens?
You get even
die.
more detox.
You get used
You
to
die.
it.
You may not die in 2
You
weeks.
get up and deal with it.
You will be totally tired and you will be
You get detoxicated so much.
You'll be very weak.
you will be very weak and you'll be lying down mostly. You cannot do much activity. You don't eat. You fast for 1 month. What happens?
You get detoxicated
You
so
become
much.
an emperor penguin and fast for 3 months.
Okay. Well, Samantha said the right answer this time.
You die.
Okay.
that's
The
right.
body cannot survive anymore, right?
You can't get up and deal with it anymore.
Okay, Meghna, what's your
Well,
question?
actually, there are cases where people can survive, but they usually die afterwards. So technically, you deal with it, but then you die. So
Right, you
you
are
can't
right.
deal with it.
Exactly.
So I have a question now. See, 1 day when you did not eat, or 1 week or 2 weeks you did not eat, why you did not die? Why it took like 1 month for you to die?
Because you need a long.
How did the body survive so long?
The body survived because it preserved the food.
It had nutrients from before,
Hmm.
and it was saving them and using them.
You are
Well,
right.
or-
So we have reserve, right? In the body we accumulate unnecessarily a lot of things which we can sustain even if you don't get food for some time.
Can't you just drink water every 5 minutes and survive for more than 3
Yeah,
months?
maybe
That's
you
not-
should
that's-
try that.
Or you can do
Water
meditation.
Water
Or you
doesn't
can-
give you nutrients.
It does. It has minerals.
Okay, now listen very
It's
carefully.
minerals. Fine. That's
Okay, Vaibhav, listen very carefully, okay? So, you did not give food for the body for a longer period of time, the body died off. The mind needs food every moment. The body needs only 1 time a day. Okay? The mind needs food every moment. And what is the food for the mind? Through the 5 sense organs, whatever we see, hear, smell, taste and touch, all the Vishayas, it's all food for the mind. It will multiply from each small thing, it will multiply again more and more. And the mind just surveys like that. Mind is a good thing, it's a very powerful thing if we know how to utilize it the way we want it. But mostly it doesn't happen, right? We saw that yesterday in the experiment. You cannot even stop the mind when you want to, which is the purpose of goal of yoga, right? You have to kill this mind. So don't give food to the mind. Okay?
Bro, why not?
That's the whole point of yoga.
See, if you want to experience something beyond yourself that you know about yourself, you need to transcend the body and the mind. You need to see from a higher perspective. So to reach there, the meditation is not giving food to the mind.
Yay.
Okay.
Let's just go to
But you cannot suddenly take off the food for the mind. So we are giving the food of nadam. In this meditation technique, we are giving the food of nada for the mind. So it likes that and it enjoys, relishes, and it's happy to sustain that. But the nadam becomes subtler and subtler as you keep focusing. As you are meditating, mind becomes subtler and subtler, sharper and sharper. You start to hear subtler sounds. It should be like very minute. Mind is so still, and then only, like she was telling, the breath is disturbing the focus, right? When a harder breath is coming, the concentration is going. But the breath also becomes subtler, very minute. Mind also becomes very minute to listen to that by regular practice. And suddenly the sound disappears. There is no more sound, and what will happen to the mind? That's what is going to happen by this practice. Unmani karakam. Just as the bee drinking the honey does not care for the odor, so the chitta, which is always absorbed in sound, does not long for sensual objects, as it is bound by the sweet smell of nada and has abandoned its fleeting nature. The serpent chitta, through listening to the nada, is entirely absorbed in it and becoming unconscious of everything, concentrates itself on the sound. The sound serves the purpose of a sharp goad to control the maddened elephants. Chitta, which roves in the pleasure garden of the sensual objects. It serves the purpose of a snare for binding the deer. Chitta, it binding the deer, which is the chitta. It also serves the purpose of a shore to the ocean waves of chitta. The sound proceeding from pranava, which is Brahman, is of the nature of effulgence. The mind becomes absorbed in it. That is the supreme seat of Vishnu. The sound exists till there is the Akashic conception, Akasha Sankalpa. Beyond this is the Ashabda, soundless Parabrahman, which is the Paramatma. Just a few more to complete, a few more lines. The mind exists so long as there is sound. Okay, listen carefully. But with its cessation, there is the state called Unmani of Manasa, the state of being above the mind. This sound is absorbed in Akshara, indestructible, and the soundless state is the supreme seat. The mind, which along with Prajna, Vayu, has its karmic affinities destroyed by the constant concentration upon Nada, is absorbed in the unstained one. There is no doubt of it. Many myriads of nadas and many more of bindus all become absorbed in the Brahma Pranava sound. Being freed from all states and all thoughts, whatever the yogin remains like one dead, he is a mukta. There is no doubt about this. After that, he does not at any time hear the sounds of conch or dundubi. Dundubi is the large kettle drum. The body in the state of Unmani is certainly like a log and does not feel heat or cold, joy or sorrow. The yogin's chitta, having given up fame or disgrace, is in samadhi above the three states. Being freed from waking and sleeping states, he attains to his true state. When the spiritual side becomes fixed without any object to be seen, when the vayu becomes still without any effort, and when the chitta becomes firm without any support, he becomes of the form of the internal sound of Brahma Pranava. Such is the Upanishad. So that is the description of the Sanskrit verses we chanted.
It's kind of like that. I could hear the buzz, and then after that, it felt like I had fallen asleep because I realized I wasn't really hearing anything, and then I could hear the buzz again.
Okay. Yeah.
I could keep hearing the voice in my head say focus.
So that's
I hear the spinning sound.
good. The posture and any meditation, the posture is very important, right? For Nadayoga practice, like how we did today, whichever works for you. Ideally, for me, it doesn't, the hands don't hurt if I sit for long like this because I got used to it. You can also keep trying. Same like how you get used to the Padmasana, right? Initially the legs will hurt, but if you keep practicing, you can sit for long duration. But if you need to really support the elbows and sit, you can lean onto the wall and you can. But later on, so you should leave that support. You should sit without any back support and the mudra in the proper way like this. Let's do that. Listening to the Antarnaada for a few more minutes with the Vaishnavi mudra. This time, look out for the sound. Now you know what it is. Okay? And slowly release the mudra. Just try to listen with the eyes closed without the mudra. Take your attention to the top of your head, the crown center. Mentally invoke the presence and blessings of the Supreme God. Bring your attention to your forehead. I'll be chanting some bija mantras. You can mentally chant, you don't have to chant louder.
Can you?
Keeping your attention focused on your forehead, just mentally chant. Slowly bring your attention down to your throat chakra. Mentally chant the bija mantra that I am chanting. Further bringing down your attention to your heart chakra. Moving your attention further down towards the navel center. Moving your awareness further down towards the Swadhisthana region, the pubic area. Shift your attention to the Mooladhara chakra, the base of the spine, and mentally chant Lam. Taking your attention towards the back portion of your body, corresponding to the Swadhisthana chakra, the pubic region, and the back region. Keep your attention and mentally chant Vam. Corresponding to the Manipuraka chakra, the navel region, on the back portion of your body. Keep your attention and mentally chant Ram. attention further up to the back heart chakra. Further moving up your attention behind the throat region, keeping your attention on the nape. Raising your attention towards the back head. Move your awareness to the top of the head, the Sahasrara chakra, the crown center. Bring your attention to your Anahata chakra, the heart center, in the middle of the chest. Visualize a brilliant, bright light traveling from your heart center towards me, to my heart chakra. Just connect from your heart center. Listen to the Antarnaada. You can mentally disconnect the link, the connection from the heart center. We'll all chant Om for 3 times, starting with the A syllable, then the U, and finally the Ma. Take a deep breath in. Shanti Shanti.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu.
Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu.
Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu.
Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu.
Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu.
Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu.
Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu.
Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu.
Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah.
Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah.
Sarve Santu Niramaya.
Sarve Santu Niramaya.
Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu.
Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu.
Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet.
Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet.
Om Purnamada.
Om Purnamada.
Purnamidam.
Purnamidam.
Purnat Purnamudachyate.
Purnat Purnamudachyate.
Purnasya Purnamadaya.
Purnasya Purnamadaya.
Purnameva Vasishyate.
Purnameva Vasishyate.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
You are ready? Take a deep breath. As you breathe out, you can slowly open your eyes. So that was a process of initiation into the path of Nadayoga. I think you are all the first Nadayoga initiates in Austin. Yeah, good that you guys didn't leave. I didn't plan on these things. I just go by, the inner guidance I get at every moment. Okay.
I heard it the last time we did Janmukhi Mudra Antarnaada. I didn't hear it this time.
It was like
Yeah, those keep changing. Don't worry about what sound you are hearing. That's not important, but you focus on this whatever sound you hear. Keep changing. So new sounds will emerge. Shift your attention to the subtler sounds. You understood the technique, all of you, right? If you have any questions regarding the technique, you can ask me now.
So Antarnaada can be any sound, right? It just has to be subtle.
Inner sound.
like a dog barking inside your head.
Yeah. I
So
told
would
you
you
about
meditate
the.
on
Like
that?
the kettle drum, the ocean.
Yeah.
Conch,
Yeah.
that kind of.
So that has kind of guidance what all sounds you will hear. So you can easily relate. Right? Okay.
I heard last time. I heard like. Do you know those bowls in which they take the stick and move it around
Mhm.
and.
Singing bowl,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, the singing.
Yeah.
I heard that in my head,
Mhm.
and I couldn't hear it after the
Yeah.
break.
Yesterday we talked about the para, pashyanti, madhyama, vaigiri, different levels of sounds. So you will hear different sounds of, different varieties of sounds. It doesn't matter, but just focus, meditate on that until all the sounds disappear.
So generally meditation, normal meditation, all body parts you have them relaxed, right?
Yes.
But in Nadayoga, like since we are holding this posture,
Yeah.
applying pressure,
Yeah.
seems like at least any subtle movements.
Initially it will be there.
Yeah,
You need
that
to get
seems
used
to
to
be
it.
the one that's
Yeah, that's why you take some
Amplified.
support and you can
any
do
small.
that.
And given that we are applying pressure,
Mhm.
all the small movements are.
Yeah.
You can hear them a lot louder.
Correct.
What sound do we focus on? Just any sound
That you hear.
that we hear constantly, and then
There is
that
no
sound will-
constant. It will keep changing.
Okay.
After some time, new
So
sound
that's
will come.
And then
That's
that sound, if it's a gross sound, it will eventually fade away, and you'll hear a different sound.
Mhm.
And
When
then you
you're-
focus on that until
Mhm.
that fades away. and eventually you'll hear the Antarnaada.
Imagine if you hear an even more gross
No,
sound.
no, whatever you are hearing, you don't judge about it. Don't even try to name anything. Antarnaada or berry sound. We are not here to explore the sounds, but to transcend them. You just simply listen without any attachment to them. You don't want to hear a particular sound more and more because you like it. Let it come, if it goes away, let it go away, then new sound will come and switch your attention to that.